So, hello everyone, this is Dr. Death reporting. I'm gonna fly you today to the volcano very close to my home. I've done this before. I'm not sure how many of you saw that stream, but yeah, there is actually quite a big eruption going on just close to where I live. In this location here. So I'm gonna fly you from Reykjavik Airport towards that volcano and show you a little bit around what all the fuss is about. So today we're gonna take up the Airbus community helicopter, which is really good model, and apart from Reykjavik Airport, and set our destination at the volcano. Yeah, the volcano has been going on now since I think 19th of April. There's been a lot of fuss about it, of course, and now the tourist industry has really picked up, and there's quite many people going over there. I think we have something like over 100,000 visitors already been to the site. I've been to the site myself too. Went several weeks ago. Take a look, and yeah, it's really impressive to see nature in action like this.
Reykjavik Tower, James Bravo Oscar November Delta ready at runway 01 departure to the south.
So I just downloaded a latest version of the helicopter. So let's bring up the weather conditions a little bit more favorable. Let's put it as something like this. Very nice and dandy. And okay, so we're gonna spool up. Okay, I think that should make us ready for takeoff. So here we go, and let's be on our way. This is a real impressive helicopter model that they are continuously developing, and especially in respect to that there is not actually helicopter physics available in the game yet. Yeah, so we are flying here in, of course, Flight Simulator. We'll acknowledge ATC.
Bravo Oscar November Delta frequency change.
Yeah, so it's a fairly short flight from the capital here, and there's a lot of tourists that take the flight. Oh, let's see what's going on. Why did it pull up suddenly? I am flying in advanced mode, so it's a little bit more of a challenge to fly the helicopter. It's real twitchy. What's going on? It's kind of different since last time I flew it. Something wrong. Let's see. Okay. Now it's basic. We have a difficulty controlling the helicopter here. Will we make it to the eruption? Let's let's see. It seems that the flight model has been affected by the last update somewhat. But we are gonna make it in the end. Continues to pull up. It's strange. Yeah, like I was saying, of course, the physics model is not available in Flight Sim yet for helicopter flight. So they are trying to utilize the fixed wing aviation models to emulate the helicopter flight. So could be some technical difficulties with that. I'm seeing the torque meters go up when it starts to pull. So maybe I have to keep the torque down, I don't know. At least we are starting to see the volcano in the distance there. We have 100% engine power. At least we have managed to get a bit more control on the helicopter now. Maybe it's just an added feature to the model. More realistic collective and engine control than before. Let's try to set to advanced again. At least we have more control of the helicopter now as we get closer to the volcano. my trusty colleague here. Yeah, so they are flying like several dozens passengers out here each day. I think the biggest days have been something like 100 helicopter flights per day. And this is how the area has now started to look. We have several cauldrons, but the main cauldron is the big one in the center there. And the yellow here is supposed to represent the lava. It is a very short flight, around 15 minutes, especially if you have full control of the helicopter. So when I walked to the volcano, took a look myself, I actually walked over these hills here, or mountains really, and I was just standing on top of this one to look from here to the volcano, and you can see how the lava is starting to run all over the place. This is not the latest 3D model of the lava field and the volcano, because the lava has started to run down. You can actually see the yellow streaks here. It runs down here and both goes towards the right and also towards the left here, and it started to fill up this valley over here. But currently it has, at least in part, stopped running down here, and now it's started mostly to run towards south. So we are looking towards south now, and it started to run down the valley in the far there. Fly over there. It's clearly the torque effect of the collective that was affecting our flight before. It was a good thing I didn't crash, but now the lava has started to run down this valley here, and it's around halfway down the valley. Have our torque in the yellow, so let's turn around and take a look. Yeah, so it's running down these hills or mountainside here and into the valley currently. So there's where the most active lava flow is going. This brown patch here is actually an attempt to stop the lava flow. There were constructed 2 dams to try to stop the lava flow going towards the valley where it's going down. Because at the south coast there is an important road over there towards south. I'll show you afterwards. But yeah, you can see that the 2 brown patches there. These were construction attempts to try to stop the lava flow going down onwards into this valley here. because at the end of this valley there is an important road and also communication infrastructure. So if the lava continues to run down this valley all the way towards sea, then the road and the communication lines will be affected. They have been now trying to put the communication lines into ducts, dig them down quite a bit, just to attempt to have the lava flow maybe fly over or flow over the communication cables. But this is the road that they've been trying to protect, and yeah, the construction up at the lava field was trying to stop the flow of lava down this valley. But yeah, it was only really delaying the lava flow for a few days, really, 1.5 weeks or something like that, until it overflowed both of the dams, and yeah, so it started to flow down here. I think it's somewhere around this point today, just in front here. So yeah, 1/3 or even half the way down the valley. So this was one of the dams, and this one actually broke first down here. The other dam held until just a few days ago, when it also broke down. So this over there held much longer, but this down here, I think it broke within, it was around a week since its construction was complete. And now the walkway up on this mountain here is closed, because the lava flow has overflowed the way over to the mountain. So it has actually overflowed here, just in front. It's gone over here, where we just are flying over. So best access to get really close to the main cauldron now is really maybe by flight. Okay, let's try to land on top there and see if we can land at the spot where I actually walked several weeks ago and took a look at the volcano. Okay, we are going into the 3D model anyway. But there's one thing that I'm going to show you. It's a web camera view from one of the local web cameras that the news agencies have put up. So actually there's or at least there was a webcam on top of this hill over here. Hey Vingur, welcome to the stream. How are you today? Only okay, not good. Yeah, so located on this hill down below here, that we have a webcam that has a view something like this towards the cauldron, and I'm gonna show you how it looks from that perspective. In one of the most impressive eruptions that came out of the cauldron around a month ago, something like that. So yeah, you can see how it builds up, and it starts to spew the volcanic lava, a bit of ash too, and also sort of steam and other substances. And it reaches up to 400 meters height. This is an impressive power of nature. So you can see how it builds up there and starts to spew up quite high. This is something that you don't want to be too close to when it happens. And yeah, the view is approximately from the location where we stopped our helicopter before I started the video. And you can see how the lava cools off when it flies through the air. So it starts glowing and then starts to blacken before it lands. And to see this on location, the noise and the rumbling, it's really impressive and humbling to see. This is why I, around a month ago or something, just as the volcanic eruption started and up until a month ago, I had several streams where I was showing off, you know, the current situation of the volcano. But now the webcams are so far away that it's not as good view as it was before. So I'm playing here a 1 month old recording that I found. And yeah, it spews out with impressive force, and then it relaxes down and becomes quiet for several minutes until it starts up again. It's not always with this amount of power that we are looking at, but it's quite some power still. You know, we are seeing in general several hundred meters where it goes up. But I think this was some kind of record that was captured on film. It went up to around 400 meters high. Yeah, okay. So let's then fly around several circles more and then fly back to Reykjavik. So let's fly down again the valley where lava has now started to flow down towards the road and follow the road to the small town of Grindavik, which is the closest town to the eruption. And yeah, so now both blockages are open and the lava is flowing down this valley, even though this 3D model doesn't represent it. It was just the latest model I could find for Flight Simulator, but they've been updating the model, so it's always interesting to see. It gives a different perspective to be able to fly over the location, even though it's just in a simulation. Yeah, so over several weeks the lava flow might flow down here over this road and towards the coast over here. It's a very urban area, so it's not many buildings around this place. So I think they consider just the destruction of the road and the communication facilities or communication lines to be the highest risk. I don't think that there are any buildings at risk, at least not expected. And so this is one of the major connection roads here in the area. This is actually the location of the parking lot where you stop when you go to the eruption. And you drive this road towards the location. And here we are starting to see the town of Grindavik. There's several thousand persons that live there. And yeah, they could really say that they had the eruption in the backyard. And tourism has started to boom in this location, in this area, due to the eruption. Now we are starting to see many people coming from abroad to take a look at nature. Okay, let's take a U-turn here, return to the volcano, overfly the volcano and go back to Reykjavik Airport. It's quite clear that now when I've managed to get to grips with engine management and the collective management, I don't have any flight problems anymore as I did initially. But this is a new feature in the model, clearly. I didn't see that before, and didn't come across this kind of challenge in the flight. So it's they're always making the model more and more impressive. Yeah, this is actually around here where you park when you go walking towards the volcano. I'll try to fly you the way up to the volcano. So just in front you have footpath, and you go actually up here between the rises. On the left here was a really difficult incline, but they've changed it, so now the walkway goes up here, just cuts up into the mountain, and yeah, it continues here. You can actually see the light brown walkway, and it did continue up this mountain here from the spot where I was able to see the eruption. And yeah, here is the main cauldron. There were up to 9 cauldrons that did open during the volcano eruption, but now it's just one main that's active. And okay, so we're gonna leave the site and head back to the airport. Actually see the strobes of the airport over there. I think I've applied maximum engine power, at least we have 100%, 67% the torque, but when I pull it drops up to 70 or 70 plus, and then we are obviously in a yellow area. And then it starts to behave with all sort of different quirks. Oh, I've never flown a helicopter myself, so I don't know whether this is realistic or not, but I remember a similar behavior in DCS, where I was flying the Huey, and you couldn't put the collector too high because that increased the throttle, well, really the throttle and the engine straining. And you can even crash if you torque the engine too much. So maybe it's similar things that are happening here. Could be that they have added now this feature into the model, which might be realistic. And so, yeah, it's around 15 minutes flight back, I think. Maybe less. 10 minutes maybe. You can see how the peninsula is really here. It's all covered with old lava fields. So maybe it's no wonder that volcanic eruption starts again in this area. But it's not been any activity in the area for 800 years up until now. So it's quite a lot since this happened last time. And scientists are saying that the type of eruption could mean that this might continue for months or even years. Maybe not at these specific cauldrons, but at the peninsula in general, because it seems to be tearing itself a little apart and causing openings and more easy way from for the lava to flow up to the surface. Maybe when we fly in, we'll fly over the city. So, follow one of the main roads here in. Make it a scenic route like you were buying for the service. But yeah, they have a lot of helicopter flights going in towards the volcano these days. I think there have been already reports on Good Morning America and on 60 Minutes. So reporters discussed the matters with local scientists, and yeah, we're trying to educate themselves and the people on what's going on here at the southwest coast of Iceland. It's not always this beautiful weather like we have here in the simulation. It's rainy and rather heavy weather today, even though it's not too much wind. But the actual weather is heavy clouds and, you know, showers in between. So now we are starting to see the airfield clearly.
Reykjavik Tower, James Bravo Oscar November Delta is 3 miles south, 500 feet with Sierra to land.
We have our clearance.
November Delta Reykjavik Tower. Altimeter 29er decimal 9er to wind 286 at 7. Make straight in runway 01. James Bravo Oscar November Delta wind 286 at 7. Cleared to land runway 01. Cleared to land runway 01 James Bravo Oscar November Delta.
So we're gonna slow down over the runway here and go to the service area of the helicopters, land over there. Yeah, so the service area here is on the right. Yeah, it seems that even the forklift is ready. And the service car is ready too. Yeah, so that concludes our round trip. And okay, let's then spool down engines.
James Bravo Oscar November Delta, did you copy? 118.0 James Bravo Oscar November Delta.
Powering down. And okay, we are safely on the ground. So, can I still open the door? Or is it maybe in the computer here? Let's see. Oh, this is the... autopilot. Maybe down here. Nope. Same controls. Yeah, it's starting to be a real impressive model of the helicopter that they've created. So it keeps me entertained until we have then more of an official models in the game. But still, Microsoft Simulator has not added the physics modeling that's needed to fully support helicopter flight. It is impressive how they've been able to do this with the fixed wing physics. But okay, I think this was a fun round flight with the latest modifications to Flight Simulator, for us to be able to take a look at how a helicopter flight is done today towards the volcano. We took a look at the volcano itself, showed you a little bit of what the volcano is actually doing these days on a video, and yeah, so thanks everyone for joining and taking a look at the video, and yeah, I'm gonna close the stream now. So until next time, you have a nice day and a nice evening wherever you are, and so I will see you around. Same to you, Vikingur. Thanks for joining today. I'm gonna close up now, and yeah, until next time, you're a good one. So I'll say bye bye for now.